Hello, Leo, and welcome to your mid-month reading, the second half of October, and we move pretty much into the eclipse tunnel, the eclipse portals, because we're going from the new moon in Libra, which is happening on the 14th or 15th, depending on where you are, and then we have the full moon in Taurus later in the month. So what I get for you is sort of like, it's like quicksand, it's shifting sands. It's hard to kind of find a sure footing here coming through for you, Leo. That's the energy I'm getting. And just when you kind of thought you found it, the sands and it all shifts and changes again. So let's see what's coming through. Let's pull some cards for you, Leo, and see what is coming in. And just a reminder, Leo, that I do personal readings, and I've just opened up the readings for the 2024 overviews. So if you want to find out personally what's coming in for you in 2024, check out the description box below. Ooh, I love it. The Nine of Acorns. Look at that beautiful, powerful Black Panther coming in. I love it. It's such the Leo strong energy. It's like, oh, I'm stepping into my power. So we've got power and perseverance. This is the Nine of Wands. So it's kind of like this I don't know, for whatever reason they were showing me, it's like this panther is looking at, it's like one of those Indiana Jones where they have to go through like you have to go through like a tunnel or something, and there's going to be all these little like tricks and things that are going to sabotage it. You're going to have to dodge an arrow, or out comes a rolling stone and you have to run away from it, or something like that. There's all these little booby traps is the word I'm trying to find. And so it feels like this panther's looking at it and observing it and seeing the shifting landscapes and seeing all these little things that potentially could trap it. But it's going, no, I'm standing in my power here. I'm just going to observe it and wait for it to pass. I'm not going to buy into it. And so I'm going to keep going. I'm not going to let this stop me just because everything's in flux at this moment in time. I'm going to keep going with what it is that I want to be doing. So the answer is, the message here is keep going, persevere. Don't let any kind of moving obstacles or objects or booby traps get in your way, because it feels like it's nothing that can really stop you. You might have to have your wits about you with this, Leo. It's kind of interesting, the image that they're showing me, but it feels like it's nothing you can't handle. So it's like, don't buy into the drama of it. That's kind of really the message that's coming through with it. And it may be other people are having their little dramas, or this is happening and that's happening. And if you can just stand in your power and sit back and observe it, then you'll get through this energy. And we have Sword, Ace, Air. Yes, what's shifting and changing? The clarity of what you're seeing. Look at this beautiful panther. It's just seeing something. This is you. Imagine this is you looking at something. The Ace of Swords is like, boom, I see something now. I see the path. I see the clarity. I see what's happening here with this. And it's like, wow, okay, amazing. So some amazing sort of form of clarity is coming through for you, Leo, which is going to just, it's sort of like you've got this razor sharp mind. You're seeing the situation so clearly, and you know when to wield the sword and when not to, when to make a move and when not to. It's like you are just in this position that it's not going to get the better of you. It's not going to. So let's see what else is coming through for Leo. What else is coming through for Leo? So you're going to realize how strong you are. There's a little bit of a test and a challenge with this, but you're going to realize just how strong you are. Transitioning and moving on, and not sure if it's going to make you happy yet, but it feels like there's things that are pulling you towards longer term future energy. You might have definitely a special person on your mind here. There's some kind of new path that's opening up. Here you are stepping into your power again, the boss. Here you are, I'm the boss. And interestingly, gaining a very valuable perspective coming through with the Hanged Man. But it is going to require like a little bit of patience, power, perseverance while you're waiting for things to shift and change form, because there's a lot of uncertainty about the path, how to move forward. And we have the Four of Swords. So you're going to get the answers here, Leo. You're going to work it out. Look at all these fours. You're coming back to yourself. You're finding the foundations and you're really working some things out. There's celebration around that. And the Page of Wands. Wow. Okay. So don't be afraid to try something new. I'm just going to read this intuitively. That was the message I got before the reading, was pull all the cards out and then just see what images and messages are coming through. Read it slightly differently this time. And that's kind of what I'm getting, is that there's situations around you that you're gaining this very different perspective. It's almost like you're reading them very differently. So the longer you can sit back and observe and have the patience to actually see what's going on in some of the situations around you, then the stronger this sense of, aha, I get it now. I see what's going on. This sense of really seeing the picture clearly gets stronger and stronger and stronger. And so it's this gift of insight was the words that I was given, this gift of insight to be able to see, and this is other people as well. You're seeing how other people are acting and reacting and even manipulating situations. And it's kind of like, no, this is not going to affect me. This is not for me. So there is a sense that they're showing me a sword now, which is very much like that Ace of Swords, you wielding the sword of truth, the sword of saying the right thing at just the right time, of having that thought of knowing exactly what to do or when to take action. And so it's like you'll just know. There'll be like a sense of, right, now it's time to do this, or now it's time to say that, now it's time to take action, now I know, now's the time to plan this or write this. So you'll just know. But it's like you don't have to rush into anything here. You don't have to react or overreact to anything. So it really feels like it's a very successful energy. And it's built on this very solid foundation because you are stepping into your power. And so there's a new path that's kind of a new direction that things are heading in, that may be involving a partner or another person in your life that you're close to, because we do have a partnership energy coming in. But it's kind of like, it feels like what you're seeing is best for everybody energy. It's like you're not putting yourself first, you're not putting them first. It's like it's like you can see the bigger picture here. I see what the solution is. I see the best direction for everybody in this situation. And so therefore I can move forward with this. So you're building a really, really strong foundation. Really, 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 really strong foundational energy through this amazing insight that's coming through here that is going to strengthen the connection with somebody, strengthen a relationship, and strengthen and forge the path forward for both you and this other person. So there's celebration around this. There's the coming together and the meeting of hearts and meeting of souls, which is lovely. But in the end, you will be triumphant because of what's going on inside your mind. Because they're showing me this fiery sword. It is a sword, but the fire is around the edge of it, which is saying it's transformational truth that's coming in here. Transformational clarity. And so now it's showing me cutting ties with old energies that you no longer need, especially when it comes to, it's not only you don't need this anymore, but you and this other special person in your life doesn't need it anymore. So it may be pertain to your relationship as well, or to the dynamic of what's going on between the two of you, or to something external to you or someone external to you that it's like, oh, don't need that anymore. So cutting these silvery energetic ties. And they're showing you very much South Node in Libra energy. I mean, it is a Libra eclipse. So this is an opportunity to clean out a whole heap of old energy within a relationship and to build some, and in that process, it creates this strengthening, this resolve, this building an even better foundation of what's going on here for you. So if this is not, if you don't have a particular personal relationship in mind, because it doesn't have to be love relationship, it could be best friend, it could be sister, it could be brother, it could be parent, it could be a very close neighbor, it could be anybody in your life. If you're not feeling like you have anybody, this is you and your relationship to relationships in general, to one-on-one relationships. If there's cords, energy cords around that you no longer need, this is you with the sword of truth that can go, and because it's got the fire, it transmutes it forever. It's like it's gone. The energy connection's not there anymore. So if there's people in your life as well that have, and they're showing me a distance, like it could have gone back a long, long way in the past, where there's still that emotional connection, or they've said something, or there's still that cord that you can feel. And it's like, it's time. I don't need that anymore. This is the opportunity to like forgive and forget, or to release and recover. This is the perfect time for that, Leo. So there's this real sense of mentally and energetic cleaning up your aura and cleansing by doing this process. And it's all because, and you will know exactly how to do this or what to do, because the words have so much power around you and resonance. Because someone will say something and you'll know exactly whether that's right for you or not. You know exactly what that means. It's almost like you know exactly where that came from, what it's about, what that person means by that, and what effect it has. You're kind of seeing the dynamics so clearly. And some people, a lot of these energies, like someone might be really unconscious of the fact that they're always speaking to you in a certain way, or communicating or treating you a certain way, but you won't be. You'll be like, right, I see it, and I don't want that, because that is either not resonating for me, or it's disempowering me and sucking my energy in some way. And I need to release myself from that to come back into my power, to regain some kind of strength and authority in my life. So it's this sort of shifting landscape. They're bringing me back to the shifting landscape, in that it's not a fixed energy. It doesn't want to be a fixed energy. Actually take advantage of the fact that a lot of things are shifting and changing at this moment in time, because this gives you the flexibility to be able to clear out stuff and to see things from this new perspective that's coming through. So they're saying pull an affirmation card. I will do that. So if you've had a lot of hesitation about a person or a direction, or a lot of uncertainty about something, the clarity is fully coming in. We've got, it's only a thought, and a thought can be changed. Yeah, absolutely. And this could be your own thoughts as well. It says, I'm not limited by any past thinking. I choose my thoughts with care. I constantly have new insights and new ways of looking at my world. I'm willing to change and grow. And it's kind of interesting, this whole idea of you choose your thoughts with care. That night, that beautiful panther is holding that Ace of Swords and saying, I choose I choose my reality. I choose my thoughts. And this sense of a shifting landscape, I constantly have new insights and new ways of looking at my world. That's the shifting landscape. And that gives you the opportunity to shift and change and grow. But the other thing that I'm getting with it is that in that process, you're creating some really fantastic foundations for you and your home and living situation and your relationships, especially around the home or close personal relationships. So we have, as your charm, the key. You hold the key, and you might be seeing that something is being unlocked inside of you, and suddenly, or locked inside of your mind, actually. That's kind of what it feels like. There's a lot of unlocking, a lot of like realizing how sometimes our own thoughts and thinking patterns hold us back or limit us in some way. And we can see there's a beautiful flower with this key, because this is opening up to abundance. So it's like you're freeing your mind, and in that process, it's suddenly almost giving yourself permission to do things or make connections with things that you wouldn't previously have done. So it's opening you up to greater connectivity in some ways, the word I'm being told. And that in itself opens up to new opportunities, and that in itself opens up to abundance. So that's your reading, Leo. Exciting. So There's going to be some really fascinating insights coming through, and I think building fantastic foundations and reasons for celebration. So that is your reading. Thanks so much for joining me. Please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. Love to read your comments. And don't forget, I do personal readings and healings. And if you're interested in what's coming in for you personally in 2024, the overviews are there in the link below. Take care, Leo.